Okay, let's talk about metabolism. What does that word mean? We hear metabolism all the time. It's going to increase your metabolic activity. It's going to stimulate metabolism, metabolic activity. All this marketing talks about metabolism. What is it? Well, basically, it's a process where your body will break something down to make something else. Whether it's carbohydrates, proteins, or fats, it can break down carbohydrates into sugars, proteins into amino acids, and fats into fatty acids. Now, there's a flip side to this. If you're not giving your body the food it requires, guess what it's going to do? It's going to eat you, because it has to have those nutrients. It requires them for you to stay alive. And so most people think if they stop eating, if they skip meals, if they skip breakfast, for instance, that they're going to lose body fat. It's not accurate. I mean, yes, you'll burn some body fat, but your body's going to go after your muscle tissue first. The reason is muscle is much more expensive than any other tissue in your body. I mean, if muscle's eating most of the calories, would it make sense to get rid of it if you don't have any food coming in? That's the way your body thinks. It's very smart. Your body wants you to survive. It does not care about your waistline, and it does not believe in dieting. It thinks dieting is a waste of time, and most often it is. If you skip meals, if you don't eat balanced meals, you're basically telling your body something's wrong, and you're throwing away all of your hard work. So appreciate that. It's better to eat than to not eat if you want to lose body fat. When you add exercise to it, exercise basically supercharges the metabolism, gets it going, stimulates lots of energy, because most metabolic activity is based on energy requirements. You increase that requirement, then you can increase how much food you eat, plus all this stuff's going on in your body, you're going to continuously be burning calories. So if your body requires a lot of energy because you're exercising, you're being smart, and you're using some of the special tactics I'm going to teach you in this program, if you're eating the balanced meal that we're going to put together, your body's super happy, has high energy requirements, so it's going to think to itself, why not tap into the fat reserve? Let's go ahead and burn some body fat. And you'll start burning body fat really rapidly. But you have to control your metabolism. You have to guide it. So your body, it's almost like having a little child. It means well, and it wants to make you proud of it and wants to help you and so on and so forth, but it needs guidance. Your body can't tell what's going on. It just adapts. Your body adapts all the time to everything. So if you're skipping breakfast, what your body thinks to itself is, okay, well, we're starving, so I probably should go and eat the muscle because that's really expensive. And so you lose muscle mass, which means you're going to burn less calories now and you're going to have less energy. See what's going on? We got to guide the body. Guide your body. Guide its metabolic activity. And you can keep yourself burning lots and lots of fat, having lots of energy. And it's just going to be a much more effective process. And one of the reasons why diets by themselves don't work is if you restrict your body's calories, well, your body thinks to itself, well, if you're not going to give me calories, then I'm not going to burn as many. So it stops burning as many calories. And again, it turns away from your body fat and focuses more on muscle because it's more expensive. So metabolism is a really complicated process where your body breaks down foods that you give it, or it breaks you down to make what it needs. So if you want to have a really great athletic body, you got to have, guess what? A strategy. All right? Strategies are very important. Keep the mind positive so that you're not stressed. We'll talk about that later on. And understand the way foods affect you. Understand the different principles behind the foods. If you can do that, if you can keep everything in balance, you're going to have the body you want just as a byproduct. I mean, it's just going to happen because your body is designed to adapt. All it needs is for you to guide it and help it to adapt. So I'm curious, if you would, write down what you've heard about dieting so far. What diet schemes are your favorites? There's all sorts of fad diets out there. I'd just be curious to hear what your favorite diet is, and if you think it works for you. And if it did, fantastic. And if it didn't, it's like most diets, unfortunately. But I'd be really interested to hear about your experiences so far with metabolism and how the diets can affect it.